Hey, you. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, mutants and ghouls, welcome to a unique episode of Build Mode. Today we're going to be taking a look at all of the things that you are allowed to build in another player's camp. It's been a topic of discussion amongst the communities lately. Things you can and cannot build. People seem to be a little bit misguided on things that you can. And then a friend of mine wanted me to build some chessboards in his camp, so I thought, sure, I'll go over, no problem. And then I thought, hey, keep your camp open because I want to do a video and scroll through the entire list and show you everything that you're allowed to build in another player's camp. I'm also kind of drunk right now, and Mr. Fabuloso, I'm really sorry. Please don't fire me again. I want to come back. Anyways, on to the video. All right, we're live. Wait, are we live? Yeah, we're live, man. Oh, so guess I better get started then. Just go, man. Keep going. Don't talk to me like that. Listen, man, I'm the one paying you. Just go. Yeah, right, buddy. You host one episode of your own show. You think you're some kind of big shot? You know what, man? You're fucking fired. Get out of here. You can't fire me if I quit first. It doesn't matter. Either way, you're fucking leaving. Get out of here. Hi, Funky Fabuloso here. And I am going to go through this list now with you. I'm going to start off with the floors. So, the floors, you get two variants. You can use the basic or the Vault-Tec variant. For some reason right now, you can use the House of Tomorrow porch foundation, which you normally can't use these porches, and this might be fixed soon, but as of recording right now, you can. You can also use the concrete foundation, of course, and the vault variant. The floors, you can use either the upper wooden floor or the mesh one. Same with the smaller floors. You can use all of these. With the single tiles, you get the only ones that you have available anyway. The ramps, you can use the wooden one or the concrete one. The Enclave foundation ramps do not exist here. As for walls, you get the basic wood wall kit that everybody gets. You get the basic barn wall kit and the corrugated metal and the brick. Like all of the base game items and the steel. All of the base game items that you can buy the plans from vendors in like the White Spring or at the train stations. All of those you can use here. All of these powered doors you can put in other people's camps. Mostly any Atomic Shop items or season rewards you can't build in other people's camps. There are a few exceptions to the rule, like the House of Tomorrow Foundation, like we just saw, but that might be a bug. For roofs, you have just the basic barn roof kit. That's it. That's all you can use. And, which really bothers me, you can't use the angled barn roof interchangeably with the flat and the corner piece. Which, with all the other roof kits, you can. Like, they're all in one thing, and they're just variants, whereas this is separated. So if you're building roofs in another player's camp, you're going to have to be directing them on which ones to swap out and which ones to, well, you know, you're going to be directing them on which ones that you need to swap out so that you can put in the roof where you want it to be. For stair kits, you got the basic barn one, you got the basic foundation stairs. Again, it's all the same basic stuff. Right? These stairs with posts, you can use the basic mesh variant. And the stair posts themselves, just the long and short steel ones. By the way, you can destroy stair posts. You cannot destroy stairs, you cannot destroy floors, you cannot destroy rugs, but you can destroy these stair posts. For the doors, you know, the base, again, the basic, the ones that you can get in-game are the only ones that you can use. Crafting benches, the same thing. No Atomic Shop variants are available. And in the turrets, again, no Atomic Shop variants are available for any of the traps. You get into defenses, it's still the same basic stuff. Perimeter wall frame, the perimeter wall railing, the chicken wire fence, and all that stuff. Right? Anything you get into the base game. For generators, again, no Atomic Shop variants. This Ultrasight one, I actually don't know what that is. That's probably something that I missed out on. And power connectors, there really aren't very many Atomic Shop power connectors, but you can do all of these. Oh, look at that. You can use the Pittsburgh pole here too. I guess that's for stamps. For lights, still just stuff you can get in the game. I just want to make sure that we can see everything that we're allowed to build here. Food, there's no fancy stuff there anyway that you're not allowed to use. The vintage water cooler apparently is, yeah, I think that was like one of the holiday gift things. I'm not sure, but it's an in-game plan, so you can build it. I don't even remember where this junkyard fountain comes from. The motorized butter churn is a popular one. You're allowed to build that in other people's camps. I do not have the weenie wagon, but yeah, you're allowed to build that there too. All the radio variants, not all of the jukeboxes. It's still just stuff that you can get in game. Like this comes from the I think the Alien Invaders or Invaders from Beyond, whatever it's called. Yeah, like I said, I wasn't really prepared to do this video, so I don't have anything written down. I'm just scrolling through everything so you could see what you're allowed to build. All of these different chair variants all come from in-game. You can tell if it comes from in-game or not because it's got the, it'll have the Atomic Shop logo if it came from in-game. I think it's a different color for season rewards, but I might be wrong about that. I know I've seen yellow and orange ones, but I really don't know what they mean yet. Yeah, we don't really need to go through all of them. You can see it here. You know, all the instruments and all the bar stools, and as long as it's not an Atomic Shop, you can do it. Stash boxes. This is the important category here. These are the only ones that I'm allowed to build. Right? Most of them come from the shop or season rewards. Right? And this stuff all comes from in-game. Almost all of your stash boxes all come from in-game. So if you see something that you like at somebody's camp and it's a stash box, there's a very good chance that you can build it yourself. Now, displays, however, have some different rules. There are a couple of Atomic Shop displays and season rewards that you can build in other people's camps. Now, the weapon racks, you can't. Not like the ones with the antlers, the hunting lodge ones. The ones with the antlers, the hunting lodge ones, you can't build those in other people's camps. But when you get down to this one, you see the Atomic Shop logo in the bottom corner. So this pillar display and the chessboards, yes, you can build those in other people's camps. And this is like the biggest transaction amongst the people who want stuff built in their camps. They need these chessboards. They need these pillars. These pillars are just as good as the chessboard unless you're trying to put something on a table. If you're trying to put something under the floor, the pillar's probably better because you can just destroy it and then put the floor over it, and as long as you got it in the right spot, then your shit's on the floor and it's not a problem. And as far as floor decor, like, man, there's so much of this stuff, but most of it is in-game. My list with the Atomic Shop stuff is probably 10 times this size. We'll just do a quick scroll through, like this stuff comes from, I believe, Dangerous Pastimes, the poker set. That's probably the most important thing you need. That's the one that's got the poker chip, where, you know, if you need to put a chessboard drop merged into something, you want to put it on a poker chip. Lots of other things work. The poker chip's probably the best because it's the smallest and easiest to hide. And playing cards too, because they're tiny. Look at that. But yeah, that comes, I believe, from Dangerous Pastimes. So if you don't have it, just do the events. You'll get it. Yeah, the Atlantic City stuff can all be built in other players' camps. Dr. Bones here can be built. All the circus stuff. All the snow globes. All the Vault Boy stuff. So again, it's all just in-game stuff that you can get without doing any challenges or paying any real money. And you only get this one vendor variant that you're allowed to build. So I assume the rest of them are all secondary. The tables, right, again, there's like nothing outside of the Atomic Shop that you can build. Or wait, there's nothing from the Atomic Shop that you can build as far as tables go. There's no Atomic Shop variants. They all have their own category in the build menu. For wall decors, also just in-game stuff. What is that? Oh, cool. Yeah, the sheep squatch, the mounted sheep squatch, you cannot place that in other people's camps. That's an Atomic Shop thing, and it doesn't appear on the list as a variant. Although, it is a variant. It should be, I think, right here in between the deer and the mounted wolf. And then you get to the miscellaneous structures, still just only stuff that you can get in-game yourself. But the important part of this is the fact that you can put the porch. Where did it go? This. You can put this porch here, which means if you're doing something complicated for somebody else, like you want to offset a foundation, you can do that now because you have access to this porch. So you can just put your porch and you can put in your foundation. Get in there. And then you get your porch stairs, which it still works with these ones. Take that, pull that out, and then move this over, and it's up one notch higher than that foundation was because the porch and the foundations snap differently to stairs. But yeah, that's about everything. Really, there wasn't much to say about this, so I'm sorry if it took too long, but I just wanted to be able to show you the whole list. Now, I don't have everything, but I have almost everything you can get in-game. And I have a good amount of the Atomic Shop stuff. So I'm sure there are still a couple of things that you didn't see here that are related to what we're talking about. But as far as I know, this is everything. So if you wanted to go help your friends build something, or somebody asked you for some help and you just want to go throw some stuff down, now you can take a look through here, and this is exactly what you're going to be able to do. So, thank you. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, stay crunchy. Goodbye. And here's today's funky fact. 2 wrongs don't make a right, but 2 half-asses make a whole.